A holy angel descends. Everyone is stunned by his beauty. But I walk through the crowd and strike his delicate face, deconstructing his wings. This seemingly holy angel is actually a hunting psycho. This is my 99th elimination. I've reincarnated hundreds of times. Each time, for different reasons, the mission failed, but this time returning, I feel extremely unsatisfied. I was so close to seeing the game's final ending, but I lacked enough teammates. In that case, I'll find 4 allies to fight. Things start the same way. At the stroke of midnight, a golden light fills the sky. Everyone looks up to see an angel floating. His expression is full of disdain, calling everyone trash, telling them to close their eyes. One hot-tempered man begins to shout back. This displeases the angel. With just a single glare, the man vanishes into mist. Don't think you're my equal. Eliminating you is like crushing ants. Now, listen closely. Listen carefully now, a blessing is about to begin. You'll enter a new dimension. You only have one task. Complete the mission I give you. Only then can you return. Everyone is confused, not knowing what this means, but the angel just smirks. It's quite simple. Finish the task to survive. And only the fastest. Half of you will live. But don't worry too much, I won't take everyone. Type protect animals now, in the comments section, for a random surprise. Only those under 30 can participate. With that, he begins the selection. The final count is 250 million people. With a wave of his hand, the game officially begins. When I open my eyes, I'm at the entry screen. Before the soul transfer, a new body must be made. Only after doing this can you enter the world. Since my 12th attempt, I've used the same look. This makes me. The new body feels very familiar, just like it was before. Others look around in curiosity, but their looks surprise them most. I, however, find it pathetic. This is a survival of the fittest. Good looks only make you a target. If you log out here, you'll stop existing in reality too. Anyway, that guy should be appearing soon. And in the next second, Huang Longming debuts as a hunk. I couldn't help but smirk. He really hasn't changed at all. The angel speaks, seeing their faces. You seem happy with your avatars. Then, someone asks a question. Are there really 250 million players? It doesn't look like that many. This displeased the angel. He told him to stay quiet. Do you think there's only one space? Everyone is in different dimensions, playing with other angels. Curious about your body's stats? Just think status window. I immediately followed the instruction and opened my status window, seeing those trash stats. I sighed. Any gamer knows how weak we are. If you survive 20 rounds, you can return to reality. I'll even grant you one wish. Everyone was stunned by this. Doubts began to fill their minds. The angel told them to check items. I've prepared gifts for you. Huang Longming did so immediately. He opened his inventory. It was a random rune fragment. Only then did the angel explain. This is a consumable item. Only level 1 players can use it. It's the only item. Just hold the fragment and think the word use. As for what talent you awaken, that depends on your own skill. After saying that, the angel snapped his fingers. In the next second, in front of everyone, a window appeared simultaneously. Defeat 100 goblins to proceed. As the quest began, goblins started appearing out of thin air in this world. Everyone was shocked by this, thinking they were in a game test. But the angel told them to wait. I haven't summoned them all yet. Then, he held nothing back. Golden lights filled the world. Everyone's faces turned pale. Tough. I didn't expect so many goblins. The angel wore a cruel smile, signaling the game has officially begun. Upon hearing those words, the goblins charged without fear of logging out. Before anyone could grasp the situation, I silently stepped out from the crowd. Someone quickly shouted a warning, telling me to stay away from them. But with a swift move, I sent the goblin flying back. The crowd was left speechless in shock. The reason I did this is that in a group setting, first impressions are everything. I needed to establish my presence firmly, to avoid being bothered by annoying pests. And most importantly, I needed to get its attention, so I unleashed my strength, eliminating 2 goblins instantly. My fluid movements made them think I was elite forces. Others thought the enemies were just weak. In typical games, goblins are the weakest monsters. If that's the case, we can easily defeat them too. But a goblin suddenly attacked him. Terrified, he froze, unable to fight. His companion didn't help and just ran away. I wasn't surprised at all. No one is foolish enough to treat this as a game. They have only one thought now: to survive at all costs. Survival instincts take over, forcing them to flee in panic. During my first time, I also chose to run away. But on my second return, because of the world's border, there is an invisible barrier. No one can escape from here, unless every goblin is cleared. But for helpless modern people, even facing a small goblin, it's hard to take action to survive this game. You must overcome that fear. Goblins will exploit your hesitation to strike back at you. Seeing the human's pathetic state, the angel smirked with delight. Human versus goblin fights are fun, though they are small. When they swarm together, humans can't handle them, especially since they are armed. But then, he noticed me. Because of my performance, it was just too outstanding. So he opened my quest panel. Seeing I had eliminated 70 goblins, but he was quite troubled, because besides the quest progress, he couldn't access other player info. This piqued the angel's interest. He wanted to contact me. While completing the quest, I had already reached level 4. Each level grants 2 attribute points. I put them all into agility. Besides helping players dodge attacks, agility increases attack and movement speed. It's the vital early game stat. After finishing all this, I guess the angel noticed me. I just needed to wrap things up. So I actively attacked the goblins, wanting to finish the first round. 10 minutes later, I finished everything. The reason I rushed the quest wasn't just for the angel's attention, but also to take first place, because the top 3 in each area receive extra rewards based on rank, and these rewards are based on your completion speed. Plus, if you're first overall, you get a special reward box. Its rewards are far superior. After claiming these 2 rewards, I used the new weapon coupon. But the 3 weapons were useless. None of them suited me. But something is better than nothing, so I chose a dagger. As for the special reward box, I decided to save it. After finishing this, I opened my status window. I noticed something interesting. It was the title I obtained. I'd never seen it in 99 regressions. I used the random rune fragment, wanting to verify my suspicion. The result was no surprise. I obtained the time reversal rune, but due to its unique nature, the imprinting failed. I wasn't disappointed at all. After all, if it succeeded, it would mean infinite regressions. But just as I thought that, the system popped up a notice. Based on your soul's regression marks, you're recognized as a 100th time regressor. Obtain the ultimate regressor title. This really surprised me. After all, in this game, titles are higher tier than runes. They are far harder to get. I opened the title's description, finding it allows the host a full health resurrection. Facing this sudden reward, I couldn't help but smirk. Because in this game, only the priest class has this. But they only revive with 30% HP. So I chose to hide this title, saving it as my final trump card. As time slowly passed, goblins on the field grew fewer. This bored the angel, thinking humans won too easily. So he decided to increase difficulty to make things more fun. Golden lights appeared everywhere, enveloping those who logged out. The woman was furious. How can this be fun? Despite her struggling, the person in her arms faded. Others faced the same situation, unsure of what was coming. As the light vanished, allies had turned into goblins. Everyone was filled with rage. Such a disgusting turn of events. The angel smirked, bringing 50,000 more goblins for the task. Reluctantly, players attacked their former allies. Soon, the mission completion count began to skyrocket, soon passing the 2,000 player mark. But many logged out during this. I just sat there resting, with no intention of helping. Completed players are shielded by light, unable to interfere anymore. Until the target was reached, the goblins slowly vanished. The angel declared the game over. As for those who failed, they will all be eliminated. After all, those are the rules. Seeing his body slowly fading, the man begged for another chance. I was only 1 goblin away. Before he could even finish, he dissolved into golden particles. The angel then started clapping, celebrating the survivor's victory. He said they could now go home, hoping they'll do better next round. But before letting them leave, he checked the player rankings. To his absolute shock, the dark link in his area was actually ranked first overall. When others heard the news, they were completely stunned. I wasn't surprised, just secretly happy. The angel even praised me a bit. She said she had a question. I told her to ask anything. Are you strong from rare runes? Or is it something else? Why ask such a weird question? Can't you see my status window? The angel got very nervous then. She didn't know how to respond. She claimed her noble angel status. Of course I see your info. I was just testing you now. I flattered her on the surface, but I cursed her internally. Then I smilingly made a request. The first place reward is stingy. Can I get something better? Other players were absolutely stunned. They didn't expect such boldness. The angel's attitude changed instantly, told me to repeat that. I acted like I didn't care, stating I wanted better rewards. This silenced her with rage. She was speechless and fuming, wanting to log me out. How dare a human ask this? She wanted to end me, but her one-time power was gone. She couldn't log me out now. But she quickly thought of something, and she changed her mind, asking if I wanted better rewards. In a normal situation, I would refuse this immediately, but let's talk privately now. As for the others, you wait here for a bit. Once the golden light faded, I swaggered toward the angel. This made everyone very envious, wondering what reward I'd get. I followed her to the woods, but I kept my distance. This made the angel annoyed, asked why I stayed away. I gave a simple reply. Her attitude got even worse. Even if she could change it, she wouldn't for my sake. Since you aren't satisfied, I'll show you greed's price. Though the risks are high, while logging her out, I didn't use special skills. The admin shouldn't punish me. Still, better to stay hidden, to avoid any accidents. So she, waiting for me to pass that rock to eliminate me, making it easy to clean up. But as he turned to ask what reward I wanted, something unexpected happened. A massive fist was flying at his face. Before he could finish, the fist slammed into him. His face was completely distorted. Seeing the angel fall, my expression remained cold. He was in total shock. Realizing he was actually injured, he stood up in a rage, wanting to teach me a lesson, but then he realized with horror that I had vanished. I was already behind him, before he could react. I grabbed his wings. Then, I pulled with force. Seeing this, the angel tried to beg. I ignored him completely and removed his wings. He let out a scream. Hearing that, I mocked him. Stop crying like a child. Then, I grabbed the other wing. He was paralyzed with pain, but I didn't stop. I had to do this to stop him from escaping. Seeing him tremble, I asked if it hurt. Usually, you'd ask me that and laugh, but you're just confused. He had no idea what I meant. I found his hidden dagger, asking if he planned to use it. I knew your little scheme, without even guessing, so don't bother lying. No one knows your nature, Belial, better than I do. He was shocked to hear his name. How could a human know who I am? I didn't answer. I just took out the dagger. The angel panicked instantly, asking what I was doing. Why the weapon? If you dare touch me, I'll take you down. I just smirked. Try it if you can. His face turned pale, lost in thought. He tried to stay calm. Think you'll get away? My kind will find you. Done with your final words? Time to finish this. The angel quickly changed his tone. If you don't eliminate me, I'll tell you everything. I refused the offer, deemed it unnecessary. You angels look so noble, but you're just pawns acting as guides. Speak. I struck the angel down. No more chances to speak. Once he completely logged out, the system showed a notification. First player to eliminate an angel, earn the Angel Slayer title. As a first elimination reward, you get angel blood and runes. I used them immediately, imprinting them onto myself. Runes are better used early. Each elimination grants a bonus. All stats increase by 1%. This title is incredibly powerful. When facing holy-type enemies, your stats will double. If angels knew I had this, they'd be speechless with shock. My real reason for eliminating him was to get angel blood. Other rewards were just bonuses. It is a consumable item, grants the right to become a reaper. There are 30 classes here. Reach level 10 to advance. You get a class change. Common class items are easy. Just hunt or meet conditions. But unique classes are different, only for players meeting special criteria. Difficulty determines their power. Common classes can't compete. Once I got this item, I claimed the top reward. It offered 3 choices. 1. Triple EXP boost. 2. $2.000 worth of ult. 3. Second round intel. I chose the triple EXP. Class change is priority now. Waiting for the next round. The buff will activate then, this being my final return. I'm determined to grow stronger. As the results screen appeared, the next round's time was set. Once everything concluded, everyone returned to reality. Those who failed the mission will never wake up again. Meanwhile, on the other side, I checked info on my phone. News is already reporting this. But this is only the beginning, because in the coming days, more departure reports will surface. More importantly, player abilities work in reality. Currently, everyone's stats are not high, so impact is small. But as players level up, they'll transcend all worldly beings. Modern weapons won't affect them. Even armies can't suppress them. Uncontrollable super beings will emerge. If I let this continue, the world will fall into chaos. Before the 20th game round, Earth will collapse first. The only solution is this. Use overwhelming power to control other players. I'll use a new way. Different from my previous returns. To enter the boss room, 5 players are needed. I already have candidates in mind. And a plan to recruit them. But the time isn't right. I have something more important. I returned home shortly after. I saw noodles on the table. I couldn't help but complain. Why eat this junk again? In my brother's room. I found him sleeping soundly. I smiled slightly at him. He hasn't slept well lately. An accident made our parents log out. I became Ryuwon's guardian. He became silent. Seeing his bandage, I touched it. Lost in my own thoughts. Next morning, I went to wake him up. Seeing it was only 6 a.m. Ryuwon wanted more sleep. I pulled off his blanket. Don't think about sleeping now. Get dressed and let's go. I'll explain on the way. Just listen for now. If it's for the sunrise. I'd rather sleep more. But I look dead serious. It's no time to stay in bed. The world is in chaos, as he tried to ask. I told him to get ready. We'll talk while walking. He was very nervous. Afraid to say a word. My serious face said it all. Something big had happened. Then, I finally spoke. Check the news from last night. Look at the trending topics. Ryuwon did so immediately, but he looked confused, not understanding the news. Angels taking people away? Strictly speaking, only their souls were taken. Ryuwon reacted instantly. Full shock. He looked at me worriedly. He came to my side, checking if I was injured. I told him not to worry, but his face was serious. How can I not worry? You're my only family left. After our parents left us, you've sacrificed so much. Being mentally strong is different from defeating monsters. You must have weaknesses too. Seeing him hesitate, I felt very happy. But I reassured him. That world is like games. There is a system there. Even weak people in reality can show their strength. Once you see me later, you won't worry anymore. Just follow me for now. But he stopped walking. Tell me where we're going, or I won't move. Seeing his determination, I fell into deep thought. Especially that band-aid. I knew his school troubles. My gaze became firm. We're finding Fang Tairua, your class's top bully. If I'm right, he caused those injuries. Am I correct? Lu Yuan was shocked. How did I know? He wanted to hide it. I already had enough burdens. But he didn't know. I always felt guilty. In the first timeline, due to my weakness, he suffered a tragic end. Now that I'm capable, no one will hurt him.